ASMR Fanatic here, and tonight I will be reviewing Sakura Genesis 2017. So, without further ado, let's get started. And starting things off with the pre-show match, we had a 6-man tag match with the team of David Finlay, Jushin Thunder Liger, and Manabu Nakanishi versus Hirai Kawato, Kazuya Kitamura, and Tomoyuki Okada. And this was fine. It was alright. You know, it was a showcase for the Young Lions versus the veterans and David Finlay. But yeah, you know, this was fine. You know, not much to say here, but, you know, an okay match. And for the opening match on the main show, we had an 8-man tag match as we had the team of Tiger Mask W, Toki Makabe, and Yuji Nagata versus Bullet Club and Chase Owens, Tamatanga Takaloa, and Yujiro Takahashi. And this was fun. I enjoyed this. You know, it was your typical 8-man tag match, or New Japan 8-man tag match, which, you know, I don't mind them. I know New Japan gets kind of crazy with all like the multi-man tag matches and stuff, but I find them to be enjoyable. And this was fun as well. It's always a blast seeing Togi Makabe just going in there and doing his thing. I'm becoming a big fan of his. And I've actually gone back and watched some of his matches as well. And yeah, I really like him. But yeah, a fun match. And after that, we had yet another multi-man tag team match, but this time it was a 6-man tag team match. As for the team of Chaos of Yoshihashi, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta versus Suzuki-gun, which comprises of Minoru Suzuki, Desperado, and Taka Michinoku. And like I mentioned previously, I do enjoy these multi-man tag matches, and yeah, I also enjoyed this one. It was a bit surprising to see Suzuki-gun lose, but yeah, I still like this match either way. And next we had another tag team match, this time for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles, as for the champions Taichi and Yoshinobu Kanemaru versus Jado and Gato. I always get confused with saying Jado or Jado. But this was good. I enjoyed this. And also, this is my first time ever seeing Taichi with Miho Abe. And my dudes, she is, yeah, wow, Japanese women or something else. But anyways, yeah, I thought they look like a really cool on-screen couple. I'm guessing she only made a couple appearances with Taichi because this is my first time I've ever seen her before. But yeah, they look like a cool couple. And also, I want to mention that during the match, Kanemaru, he hit this insane scissors kick, like off of the barrier onto, I can't remember who, Jado or Gato. It was one of them, but he like jumped out the barricade and then came down with a scissors kick onto Jado or Gato. And I was like, what? Kanemaru can do that. So that was pretty sweet. Unfortunately, the camera did not catch it. They had to show a replay, but which was funny too because the camera was focused on Taichi. But in the background, you could hear like the fans screaming because Kanemaru was just like coming down, and he like went into the chair, but where there were like people sitting in. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, good match. I enjoyed this. And then we had, you guessed it, another tag team match as we had the team of Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano versus the team of Kenny Omega and Bad Luck Fale. And this was fine, I guess. To be honest, I just thought this match was a bit too goofy for me, which, you know, is expected given that this match involved Toru Yano. But I just thought that Omega was just too over the top here with the whole comedic routine. I felt like he should have been more serious in this match, you know, given that he was going to challenge Okada again at Dominion coming up soon after this show. So, yeah, that was my biggest gripe about seamless match. Omega was just too over the top. Yeah, the match, it was fine. I didn't hate it or anything. I just thought it should have been like a tad bit more serious. And next we had another tag team match. This time it was an 8-man tag match featuring the teams of Tokuchi Japan and Los Ingobernables de Japón. And this was a match that I wasn't enjoying that much at first, because there were too many comedic elements to it, mainly due to Ryusuke Taguchi, who I don't really find to be that humorous. I don't know, I've just never really been a fan of his. But the match did get somewhat serious as it went on, and I really dig the ending, which was kind of a shocker, or actually a big shocker in hindsight, because Juice Robinson pinned Tetsuya Naito. So yeah, that made for a pretty cool moment, and Juice looked to be a bit emotional. And then what happened is that Juice challenged Naito for the IC title, so yeah, I thought that served its purpose well. We got a title match out of that, so yeah, what started out as a match that I really didn't like turned out to be a match that I liked, so yeah, not bad. And finally, we have our last tag team match of the night. Now look, I did say earlier that I do enjoy multi-man tag matches on New Japan shows, but it's gotten kind of ridiculous how many there have been on the show. But anyways, we had a 2-on-2 tag team match for the IWGP tag team titles, as we had the champions Hiroyoshi Tenzan and Satoshi Kojima defend their titles against War Machine, Hansen, and Rowe. And this was a match that started off a bit slow, but things really ramped up in the second half, and it made for a good house fight, actually. Very good back and forth action, and War Machine actually won, so they became the new tag team champions. So yeah, a really good match here, and Satoshi Kojima is always fun to watch in the ring. Like, he's always such a blast to see him just do his stuff. So yeah, good match here, liked it. And after that, we finally got our first singles match of the night, as we had for the Never Openweight Championship, the champion Yogi Goto defended his title against Zack Sabre Jr. And it's funny that I'm watching this match on the show, because these two are actually going to face each other for the IWGP title at the New Beginning, coming up soon on February 11th. So yeah, oh, by the way, expect a review for that show. I will be watching, and I am very excited for it. But anyways, this was a match that was good, but not great, which I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just a match that I didn't love, and I didn't think it was as good as I thought it could have been, but it was fine still. It did move a bit slow at first, but towards the end, things started to pick up, and got to retain his title. So yeah, we'll see what happens at the New Beginning coming up. Do I think Goto will become the IWGP champion? No, to be honest, I don't think he will. A lot of people are actually rooting for Goto, on Twitter, X, which is kind of shocking. Well, I guess, since Goto's never won the IWGP title, but then again, I want Zack to have a good reign with the belt, or a good run, I should say, a good run with the belt. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad or upset if Goto won the title, but I do want to see Zack continue his reign, so we'll see. And in the semi-main event, we had for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, the champion Hiromu Takahashi defending his title against Kushida. And this was a match that I was really, really looking forward to watching, because I absolutely loved their matches at Wrestle Kingdom 11 and Dominion 2017, and this was the last match that I didn't see between them. I think they've had one other match, I think in 2019. I don't know, it was some other match, but yeah, this was part of their trilogy. So is because it only lasted for 1 minute and 56 seconds. Yeah, I was a bit upset. I was like, no, fuck. I wanted another 20-minute classic between these two. So basically, Kushida attacked Hiromu when he was making his entrance. He beat him up some, got him in the ring. The match started. Hiromu hit a sunset firebomb to the outside, which knocked Kushida out. Put him in the ring, hit the time bomb twice, and 1, 2, 3, and that was it. So, yeah, it really wasn't that competitive. But the reason why I love this match is because it really established Hiromu as a dominant heel. Which, in my opinion, I think Hiromu is way better off as a heel than a babyface. In my opinion, he just has like that, that natural heel instinct to him. Yeah, in the end, I will say that I love this match more than I hated it. Well, hate is a pretty strong word. I was disappointed. Yeah, let's use that word, disappointed. But yeah. And I also think that the finish here in the match itself just amped up their feud to the next level, and it really, built hype for their match at Dominion. So, yeah, I was disappointed with this match, but in the end, I do see the point of it, and I liked it because of it. So, yeah, very mixed bag on this match, but yeah. And in the main event, we had for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, the champion Kazuchika Okada defended his title against Kazuchika Shibata. What a fucking match this is, dude. My gosh. Wow. So this was my second time watching this match, and yeah, it's just incredible. I love it. I would probably say it's in my top 3 favorite New Japan matches of all time. It used to be number 1, but Kenny versus Okada took that spot from just looking at 11. But yeah, man, this match is phenomenal. And yes, this is the match where Shibata almost died. Also, I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this story, but actually it's true, it's not really a story, but when Dave Meltzer reported Shibata's condition, he said that the doctors had to remove Shibata's brain in order to fix him up, which is a story that always makes me laugh. But yeah, Shibata, he is so lucky to be alive, man. That headbutt, just seeing the visual of just seeing the blood just run down his face, it's iconic and also terrifying at the same time. But yeah, I love this match, really, because of the story that they told. Okada, he couldn't really keep up with Shibata. Shibata just kept fighting back, and Okada, he had to just fight. He had to try to outsmart Shibata, but Shibata just kept answering for everything that Okada did. And yeah, back and forth wrestling at its finest. This was phenomenal. I love this match. Love it, love it, love it. And that will do it for my review of Sakura Genesis 2017. And overall, this was a one-match show, to be honest, which I wasn't really expecting to say that coming into this show. I was expecting to rave about this pay-per-view, but yeah, if I'm just being honest here, Okada versus Shibata was really the only fantastic match on this show, and the rest of the matches were just good at best. Yeah, and just the amount of multi-man matches just got tiresome. Back to back to back to back. Give me some variety here. And like I said, Goto versus Zack, it was good, not great. Hiromu versus Kushida was was more so like an angle or like a way to like, you know, intensify their feud. So yeah, the match was short as well. So yeah, I don't know. I just expected more from the show. I didn't hate it, you know. All the tag matches were fine, and I did like Goto versus Zack and Yurma versus Kushida served its purpose, but I don't know. This show is kind of overrated, and it really is just a one-match show. But you know, I am glad that I watched this pay-per-view again, because I got to watch Okada versus Shibata twice. So yeah, you know, I guess again, not a bad show, but disappointing and kind of overrated. But yeah, that will do it for this pay-per-view review. As always, hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of Sakura Genesis 2017, and what other New Japan shows you want me to review next. And also, I will be recording what's it called? Oh, the Sakura Genesis souvenir program reading video. I'm going to record that video tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And I will also be reviewing